All right, everyone, here we go. The stage is set. The battle is about to begin. Faze versus vVv Gaming. You couldn't have asked for a better matchup to kick off Championship Sunday. I'm Golden Boy, joined by Benson. Benson, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited for this first game of the day. It's going to be fantastic. Like you said, Golden Boy, you could not ask for a better game to start off Championship Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, you have on one end, you have a team in Faze, that very confident squad, you know, a bunch of guys who, they play with a lot of passion, a lot of energy. But then on the other end of that one, vVv Gaming, a team that, you know, is very, I guess you could say, evenly matched in that regard as well. But they have that one thing that I think is the X factor, and we haven't even really talked about it, and that is Sharp.
Yes.
I believe thoroughly that Sharp is an X factor for vVv because of the fact that he brings that veteran mentality to this squad of youngsters. That is certainly going to be a X factor in this game.
And then you can see Sharp just take his nodding.
Mullet Nation, full effect, man.
He's such a strong player, like you said. I mean, he really does bring that X factor at times, and I think it often gets overlooked, some of the plays you'll see him make. You know, sometimes he may not actually get the most kills, but he's doing some phenomenal things in hardpoint especially, and he's going to be one of those players that we need to keep our eyes out for.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And of course, you know, on the other side with Faze, I'm really looking at Methods and Embos, these two guys who I have played against and with in so many local events back home. They are so talented. They have all the capability in the world of doing some big things here. But you know what? I think we're about to kick this off, Benson. So any predictions at the beginning part of this? I mean, who do you think is going to establish that early control?
Personally, I think Gunjar. He's going to get that early control. He's going to play for those spawns because vVv, they have the decent spawn. So you're going to see Gunjar just hold that. He doesn't need to do anything different. As you can see, it's going to be hardpoint slums. Such a fantastic hardpoint map.
Yeah, it's a great one, especially to kick it off. You know, I think it's one of my favorite hardpoint maps to play. Everyone likes Raid, but I really dig slums. And expect to see just that early rotation to the bottom to establish that control. We are going to be kicking things off here with Methods, and let's see what he's going to be doing off the gate here. As Methods is going to now creep his way over to the brick side. Oh man, and Embo's already with a two-piece with that grenade. As Methods going to find someone right in front of him, and they are going to be able to get that control by the side. You can see Methods, he's going to be focusing his attention right by this middle entranceway here, just so that this way they can make sure that, you know, his teammates can go from the police car and get that control.
So far, this has been all Faze. Look at Embos, 5 kills already. And the smart play there from Faze was they played for the spawn. They didn't necessarily play for the hardpoint at the start. They all rushed down that left-hand side, past bricks, trying to just flip the spawns, and it worked. And Embos is on a mad rampage right now. 6 kills, almost made it 7, but in goes vVv.
Yeah, we're going to stick with Embos here on this next life and see what he can do, but they do have that bottom spawn, so they are going to be setting up for the second hill, which is going to be the second hard point, which will be coming up here. Methods, or Embo's going to try and see if he can find someone, but he is going to get taken out by bricks. And you can actually see Embo spawning on the opposite side of the map. They lost that control. Replay is the only member left of Faze that could do something here. He has to stay alive. He has to keep his team in this one, keep them contesting, but Replay is taken out.
Have a look at Realize now. He's on the hard point for vVv. He's managed to get himself a fair few kills there. There's one more challenging him. He does go down. And just like that, the spawns are flipped, and it's going to be Faze back in control of the hub. Yeah,
they do have that control, but you know what? Look at this. Gunjar doing what Gunjar does best, the anchor roll. He is controlling it here. He's on a 2-kill streak right now, trying to develop this score streak. He has Theory and Sharp inside of the hill, as they are going to be able to go and get that contestant there. Moving in and trying to get this. You can see that one player in front, Gunjar with the stop. Good play there by Goon, as they are going to start to set up for the Junkyard hard point, which will be coming up right after this in about 20 seconds.
You can see on that mini-map, vVv just running straight through the middle of the map. They need to try and control that garage on the right-hand side. That's going to be the crucial gunfight. There's one Faze player. It's actually Heist. Heist needs to try and defend himself against these two players. He has one to his left-hand side. He is not going to get the kill. Sharp's going to get control. And from there, you expect vVv to grab that anchor.
Oh, but a big play by Embos there to open things up. He's able to get 2, but can he get the 3rd? No, he cannot. But at the very least, though, he is going to have teammates there for support. And as you can see, Faze taking control of the Junkyard Hill. Embo's moving in. He is going to get taken out by Gunjar. Solid AR play from Gunjar as usual. Embo's now tossing some nades, hoping to see if he can get some hit markers on there to give him an idea of where he wants to head out. But unfortunately, he's going to get picked off. Looking at replays now, he's going to have that AR pointing right down at the entranceway. He has teammates behind him for support, and replays was only able to get one on that. Actually, yeah, he was only able to get one on that play. At the very least, they still maintain control of the Junkyard Hill.
Currently a tied game, pretty much very close. Still so much time to play. Still on board with replays. He's going to get shut down. Gunjar going big there. 2 kills with the lightning strike, 1 with his primary. Nice plays coming from him, but who has the spawn? As you can see, it's going to be vVv. Sharp, interesting, he's anchoring with an SMG at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's more or less just him going to be in the vicinity, but I do believe that Gunjar is going to be the one moving in there. Very smart play, Sharp with 2, looking phenomenal here. He's going to find another player inside, and he is not going to be able to close that one out. Methods with the stop. Let's actually go ahead and hop on board Methods here and see what he's going to do. Is a couple players going to be making the way inside, finding one right in front of him, drop shot down, able to clear that one out. He is going to get dropped. Embo's inside now, and he is going to get taken out too. So this has just been so back and forth between these two teams. It seems like Replays tried to go in there to establish some control, but that was not happening. vVv met him at that turn. At the very least, so they have, you know, they're gaining points, but it's such a close game, Benson. 70 to 73. We have 6 minutes and 24 seconds left, so there is plenty of hard point to play.
What's important to note is Gunjar on that hill managed to get himself a fair few kills and also has earned himself a Hellstorm missile. So how crucial that's going to be going onto that center fountain hardpoint. He could just use that, potentially pick up 4 kills. Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing, right? You always want to save your streaks, guys. If you are joining us for the first time, watching competitive Call of Duty for the first time, and you're noticing, oh, they're using these specific streaks. Well, here's the thing, guys. You don't want to just get a streak and use them, because you see that a lot in public play, right? You see people, they would just have a score streak, and they would use it, like, right away. If it's a UAV online, I'm hitting UAV, and I'm good to go, right? Everyone always does that. But in this, you want to save them. You want to use them at the most advantageous time. That is why Call of Duty Black Ops 2, very, very exciting game. I mean, the score streaks definitely changed that one up. Still looking at Gunjar here. He's working on a great run. He is going to get taken out by Heist. Great play by him.
So far,
there we go.
So dominant. There's that Hellstorm we were talking about from Gunjar. He's only going to get one. That was Heist.
But it cleared everyone away.
Cleared everyone away. Gave him control. 33 seconds still on this center hardpoint. I'll have a quick flick at that scoreboard, and you can see Gunjar 17 and 10, but look at Embo's 18 and 14. He's top fighting for the Faze team. And right now, it's just simply that Faze are outslaying.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, yes. And also, they are establishing some better control there. Gunjar is going to get dropped by police car as he tried to creep over to the second hard point. But yeah, like you had said, man, they are getting outslayed, and they're getting outslayed at the key part. That's the thing, right? So there's a difference between just straight up slaying someone and then pretty much getting the advantageous positioning. That is what Faze is doing against vVv right now, and that is why they're currently up in this one. But Gunjar able to find one on the left. He's able to pick him off, moving in with Theory. They got to get this anchor here and expect it to be Methods, as a matter of fact, but Methods is going to get dropped. Gunjar finding one in front of him, and he is not able to close that one out. Theory is actually going to be the player there trying to hit him. He is going to be able to get that one. That was going to be Embo's. Theory is dropped as well, but 148 to 91. Faze just continuing to pile on this lead.
That was some fantastic defensive play there from Faze. It was 3 vVv players pushing that anchor. They managed to just completely deny it and can keep control of that hard point. Some great plays there coming from Faze, and they're picking up so much time on this hill, and it's completely uncontested. And look at Methods right now. Has himself a Hellstorm, has himself a Lightning Strike as well. That's going to be so crucial. That's just going to help him build on this lead.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And we are going to be taking a look here at Embo's and seeing, you know, what he is going to be doing, because now they have to respond here and make their way over to the junkyard. If we take a look at the map now, you can see that there is going to be a player by Bricks. At the very least, they are going to move in there, get some coordination going. They need to win this. Good win by Embo's. Now establishing this control here for the anchor, because here's the thing, you know, everyone knows this anchor in particular is very important because it can control 2 hard points. That is 120 points that you can possibly get there with some solid control.
It's going to be all down to Theory to play some defensive work. vVv. He has the spawns. Can he try and keep it? He's all by himself. There's going to be Faze players completely rushing him. He's at this back anchor. He needs to pick up the kill. Does so. Nice play coming from him. Meanwhile, realize he's going to get the pick on Methods, but you can see it's still Faze on that hill. Hellstorm missile comes down. Doesn't take down Theory. I'm surprised by that. I would have thought the smart play there would have been to shut down the anchor.
Yeah, perhaps, but you know what? It seems like that was not their approach on it. I do wonder why, but take a look at Realize, wait and see if he can find someone MP7 in hand. He is able to win that gunfight, and he is going to get dropped by Methods. So now Gunjar here on your screen, he is going to be EMP'd briefly. And at the very least, he knows that he has to play this one slow to get this control, but he does find someone there, and he goes for the shot. Another one on the left side. Smart play, just backing up, knowing when is a good gunfight, but there is going to be someone right there. Nice win by Gunjar. Finding else, but never mind.
Theory still with 5 kills. He's trying to work towards the streaks, and just as I say that, he does get shut down, and Faze just dominating that kill feed once again. It's becoming a very familiar feat. Methods with 5 kills. He's lying on this hard point. He's getting very close to streaks. He's going to go down. Replays meanwhile with 2 kills. Needs to try and do some defensive work. Not going to happen. vVv go flying into that hill.
Yeah, and it seems like the way that Faze is playing this is just spot on, Benson. I mean, honestly, they have just such great coordination here. They know that they have vVv, you know, backs against the wall. They got to get a couple couple of seconds on this one. You know, really don't give them any quarter. Let them control the pace of the game. That's what Faze is doing here, and it's certainly showing. 214 to 137. I'm loving what I'm seeing, Ben. Replays, though, he is going to get picked off. Methods now, he's going to be setting up for this statue hill. Let's see if he can get this control.
vVv have all the work to do. Theory is going to get the pick there on Methods. vVv needs to control this hard point for as much time as possible. There's only 100 points left.
Yeah.
So they can't afford to drop that many. I mean, this is going to go all the way down to the wire.
Yep, and I'm on board with Heist here. We're going to stay with him off of the respawn as they're going to be spawning by Junkyard. So the way that I see it here, all they really need to do is just make sure that they're keeping him off of this particular hard point for as long as feasibly possible, and then they can close this game out here. Heist finding one to his left and right. Goes for the guy to his left because he had the choice, it seems. And now he picks up another kill with a couple of bullets and hip fire. He knows he was going to get taken out at the very least, so now we're going to hop on board with vVv, see if they can come back into this game, but I fear for the worst at this point, Ben.
Theory's just played that so well. He's caught in his Hellstorm, cleared off that hop, he's caught in his lightning strike as well. He's going to dominate the kill feed, picks up the 200. He's going to be close to getting another Hellstorm missile, but you can see Faze still with those spawns, so Theory not really helping out too much there with those lightning strikes. You've got 52 seconds left. Can they still come back into the game? I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, they need you know, every single second, and I don't think that it's going to happen either. It is mathematically impossible at this point. And yeah, Faze with game number 1 in the bag, coming out strong here to kick off Championship Sunday. I definitely did not expect this. Let's go ahead and break down the scoreboard here for a second. I mean, the standout performance for vVv was Theory, 32 and 23. But on the other side, Methods, what a game. Wow. 30 and 24, 14 defends. The 15, he just continued to add on. Those are the statistics that I like to talk about, Benson, because it is about how you defend, it is about how you play the hard point. That is exactly what Methods did there. Amazing, amazing run for Faze.
Exactly, that's all good and well getting 30 kills, but if you're getting half of them on the hard point, that's just so much better. It just means you're going to be controlling that hill, getting more points. Simple as that. And vVv, they just could not shut him down.
Yeah, they couldn't find an answer. You know, and that's the worst that you can see Methods in the final kill cam, rightfully so. He had a fantastic performance. Again, we take a look at the stats. Replays, also another solid game. 29-25, Embo's 31 and 30. In Heist, he was 19 and 20. But still, you know what? He did his job. He played his role. And I think at the very least, Faze is very happy with that performance. They go away with a game 1 victory, 250 to 172.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic performance there coming from Faze. Going on to the S&D though, could be a completely different story.
That's true. I mean, we did talk about how vVv is the team that could take hardpoint, and then Faze is the team that will take search. So now I'm concerned for vVv because you definitely don't want to go 2-0. It
could be 3-0 and over.
It could be. We could have it 3-0 to kick off Championship Sunday. That would be insane. But guys, you got to get out there on Twitter. You got to support guys like Theory. Tell them we're rooting you guys on. Let's make this happen. They're going to come back and search and destroy. That's what you got to tell them online. At the very least, they are more than aware of that as well. Look for Sharp to be a key player in that one, and also look for that guy right there, Replays, to do some work in search and destroy as well.
Yeah, they're looking so strong. Realize sniping, S&D, pulling it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I hope to see that one without a doubt, man, because he always puts on quite the performance. And, he, you know, I mean, that's the thing. Replays, you know, he knows that he's good, and he is going to make sure that he is showing it off to everyone out there. So super stoked to see that game.
He's going to – who are you going to call for the S&D?
You know what, it's going to be a very hard one to call. I mean, if you had to look at it, Faze is definitely in a bit more of an advantageous spot just because of the fact that they have 2 very strong search and destroy players. Yeah. But on the other side, Sharp is also a very good search player. And I think that is going to counter each other very well. But you know what? We're going to find out in just a little bit. So do not go anywhere. Game number 2 is going to be coming up. Search and destroy, and it is going to be a doozy. We will see you on the other side.